let's begin with allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming. This is the July 20th, 2026 board meeting. If you wish to speak on an agenda item, please wait for an invitation from the board chair during that discussion. For comments on other than the school district matters, you may speak during the designated public comment period. Before speaking, state your name and keep remarks brief. Respectful conduct is expected at all times, and the chair may interrupt or end comments that are too long, off topic, inappropriate, or violate privacy rights. This school board meeting held in a public setting. Thank you for your cooperation in keeping it professional and on track. The second item on the agenda is to review and adopt the agenda.
By motion, we adopt the agenda as written.
We have a first.
I'll second.
I have a second. All those in favor of approving the agenda as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Those opposed, the motion carries. The next item on the agenda is the public comment section. This is an opportunity for the public to share brief comments of no more than 3 minutes on matters not listed on the agenda. Legal issues, complaints should follow the grievance process outlined in policy 1700. The board will not respond to comments during the meeting, as its role is to listen and consider public input rather than engage in discussion. Do we have any public comment? All right, no public comment, moving on. We're going to address the training session with Cattle Law. That was another board meeting before this one. So we had a training with Via Cavalier District Attorney, and to familiarize our new board members with their legal obligations as school board trustees. And that is what happened there. Any questions, comments? Okay, moving on from there. Item 5, approve the minutes from the July 8th, 2028 school board meeting. That's okay.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes from the July 8th, 2026 board meeting.
First,
I'll second.
having a first and second to approve the board meeting minutes from the July 8th, 2026 school board meeting. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? No one's opposed, motion carries. All right, the next item on our agenda is to approve claims and warrants. This would be to accept payroll runs in the amount of $428,239.75 and claims and warrants numbering 11642.
I do want to mention to you guys, if you look at the very back of the claims report,
Okay,
if you look at their specific funds totaling for this whole period in question, if you look 213 tuition fund, this is a mistake that I made and I'm just gonna let you guys know about it. I cut checks for the out-of-district money that was owed to other school districts for the 25-26 school year, and I encumbered it all in June. Apparently, you don't pay it until the following fiscal year, so all these checks are being mailed back from the other districts right now, so that $64,000 is not spent. I got a hold of everybody right when it happened, because one of the clerks was really nice and called me on Friday and was they've made the same mistake and they pay, cause it's, the invoices that they send you are for 25, 26. So you think you're supposed to pay it in that fiscal year, it's not, it's for a budget this year. So that money is gonna be voided as soon as all the checks are back.
Okay,
Sorry.
continuing on, claims and warrants, 11642 through 11973 in the amount of $180,819.91, less $64,084.75, which was just explained to us by our district clerk. So any motions will subtract that amount. Is there a reason our last payroll check of the year is a paper check and not just direct deposit?
They are all direct deposit.
We direct deposit them all, but sure.
Anybody who's set up for direct deposit got direct deposit. I decided to not cut paper checks for everything this year, cause I thought that was.
Okay, I just wasn't sure when they were check amount, if it goes down there. So those are
It's
direct.
still for direct deposit in the accounting software, it'll still kind of cut, like there's a warrant number. But
Okay.
if you look, the warrant numbers are actually different than the starting check numbers.
Okay.
If it starts with a number 8,
Okay.
it's a direct deposit.
Oh,
That's an
okay.
ACH number. The software just assigns it like kind of like
Is this the new black,
it is.
Okay, you said if it has an 8 at the beginning, it's a direct deposit.
Yep, or an ACH, yep. Which most of them are, there's hardly anybody has that paper check. Maybe like only 300 days. And that detailed report in here, that's the one that they like.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm just admiring this new
You like that?
report. I like how these work.
Yeah.
So everything's coded in and then they're summarized on this
Yep.
last page, okay.
I give you 2 reports on the claim. There's one that's like a little less detailed and then one that's more detailed. It shows like the invoice or kind of the description of what it was for, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patrick, are the claims for related to skills?
Yes.
Okay.
They're from the hotel trip to Great Falls where we had to leave our hotel room because it had bed bugs. And we went to a different hotel. And the other one was the trip to Atlanta.
Okay.
So those were the 2 checks there.
Ah, bed bugs.
Yeah. First time I'd seen them. And it was, the skin's crawling right now thinking about it.
And then the MasterCard expenses, how do we know what goes on, or what's included with that?
How do you say that again?
Oh, the MasterCard expenses? I guess is there a description on those?
So, the MasterCard ones,
Are you on the 3 of 5? You
Yeah,
and so then if you go to the next,
there's another report for
there's
you.
another report, and then it breaks all of those down, Molly. And it'll go to, and so I think maybe we
Got
should
it.
just do that bigger report
Yeah.
from now on.
The other
'Cause
one
those
just
2 are
gives
almost
us the order of those
Gotcha.
numbers is all.
Oh, gotcha.
Where's the MasterCard one?
But,
It's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
oh, that's nice though.
They're coded to like number 20.
So on
yes.
page 5 of 14, and
it starts on page 4 of 14.
Yep.
And then runs through, and then you can see like Meals for
if
State
you
Rec.
see SAF in
Got it.
front
Okay,
of there, that's student activity fund, because
Got
their account was compromised and the account was closed. We let them spend some money on the credit cards and then
Yep.
they reimbursed me for it. So,
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Yeah, I think I see now.
And all the credit card transactions are approved by superintendent
Okay.
purchase.
Okay, cool.
We're getting good at requisitions.
motion that we approve payroll warrants in the amount of $428,239.75 and claims warrants number 1164 dash number 119730 in the amount of $180,819.91, noting that those checks will be mailed back.
All right. We have a first. Do we have a second for that motion? All right. Having a first and second to accept payroll warrants in the amount of $428,239.75 and claims warrants 11642 through 119730 in the amount of $180,819.91, less the pending return checks of $64,084.75 that are coming back to the district. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? No one is opposed, motion carries. All right, moving on to discussion items and action agenda. Easement permission, so we have easement permission.
Yeah.
Stop. So fill us in, well, what's going on?
So, we bought the cafe lot 2021 maybe, and we subdivided that lot front and back. And, I did send the COS to both of you, cause I had you two. So if you could forward it on to the rest of the board, certificate of survey. It didn't, for some reason, it didn't come up that their Alberton school owned 3rd Street. So, right now, in order for me to sell that building, we need an easement permission to access that building from 3rd Street. And I'm looking and there's like, the Petersons have their garage facing 3rd Street already. And then I look up the hill and there's houses that are on 3rd Street. So I'm just, I'm not sure, like, if, we are also not sure at the town level if this 3rd Street was given to the town and just was never recorded, because the town has been like maintaining it. You know, like you can look at old plot maps and like, you know, it just is like, it's hard, I don't know, you guys can look at these old.
This is certificate of survey. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have it.
You got those ones, but yeah, my certificate of survey, actually the one that, I own now, I just emailed out, I thought it was included with that stuff.
So Laura, did the surveyor, there was a family transfer, right? So we had to file a certificate of survey.
Yep.
And did the surveyor identify ownership that's adjacent on the COS?
I mean, I think they probably, it didn't say Alberton.
Yeah.
But we had to, I feel like we had to get permission from, this was so many years ago, like, I remember we had to talk to the people at the, what are they called? The storage units for something, but I can't even remember what it was about. So there was nothing like that came up that
Yeah.
said that 3rd Street would be a problem. Until the title company was going through the work to get that ready for sale.
Yeah, and what do we have here that's showing that this belongs to the school? It says certificate of survey.
Howard School District number 2 goes the way through here.
So that's
So where
Third
did we
Street.
get this?
This is what this is filed with the county. And there was also a gigantic paper version of this in the basement of town hall that I've seen. But I don't know how
But her
things have changed.
surveyor did not see this.
Well, he stamped it.
So wait, I'm
This isn't her certificate of survey, this was
Oh,
filed
sorry.
with
a
the.
different one.
Yep, so this is what the school owns, so,
That's what I was trying to figure out, like,
Yeah.
how did we get this and the surveyor didn't?
oh yeah,
It looks like this one was filed in March of 1985 with the clerk and recorder of Mineral County. So I guess what he did is think he didn't go to Mineral County and pull all the records, I guess.
Have you seen this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I have that one, yeah.
well, I'm gonna say I received an email of the certificate of survey, did I?
It's a Scorpic.
print these, so you guys can each see them. Yep,
real quick, so guys, I'll be right back. Make sure you
Of her version.
yes, of what she just emailed us.
I have a question, Laura.
Yes,
Are you just needing access to the garages?
Yes.
Or are you needing like?
no, just access to
Front.
the garages, like, so like,
Mhm.
driving access, and I know like the Petersons already, they use it like a legal easement, you know.
Do they have one on file too?
I don't think they've asked.
I don't think
permission,
anybody
though.
has anything
Yeah,
on file.
nobody's
for the
like,
street.
because maybe nobody else has tried to sell anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happened up the hill, if that's not school property up the hill from the school,
It looks like it's just south of Railroad.
just south of Railroad over to the football field.
Yeah, I don't know, so like the house that's above the school, I believe used to be school property as well, and I don't know how that ended up in the private domain
Yeah.
at one point.
But yeah, like, I'm not asking for like property, like to obtain property, just access to that.
I think that we're worried if we just gave you just, okay, a permanent easement, that like, what if we needed that for our parking lot here got messed up or something, and we need that, and we don't wanna be like, take it back. We wanna figure out something that's reasonable, but if we need it, we need it, you know what I mean?
Like to park buses there,
I don't know,
or like, what do you?
I don't wanna be
So
like,
once upon a time,
Yeah.
going back in the eighties and nineties, students were not allowed to park in the school lot, period, full stop.
Yeah,
Staff only, school vehicles only, school buses were all parked along the fence back there.
Yeah.
If something were to happen to this lot that precludes district use of the lot, Third Street was the parking lot, the whole length of it. You park those in the whole length.
Or like during the career fair and stuff like that, when the parking lot's blocked off.
so would there be eminent domain that would be preceding that use because the town has been maintaining and been, I mean,
That's,
it has been used as a street for so long?
that would be a question for
yeah,
our
I think we'd have
attorney.
to look into it, cause we do use it
Yeah.
for parking during sports. And then the person at the beginning with the horse, they did not communicate with us in that portion, so I think we might need to figure out a plan for, what the legal thing is to do and the safe thing to do for just in case. I don't think we wanna block you at all, and, you know what I mean? I think just the paper has to be worded a certain way, or set a certain contract time, or is there like a,
Way it's not just being given.
you know what I mean, just a safe language, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's balancing being a good neighbor and then also that the school had this as an asset for parking and now they're giving up some parking spaces. And
Mhm.
so I think the intent is to work through something together, and also kind of understand that we have all of our information, so we just got this.
Yeah.
And then we can talk to our legal counsel and see what our options are, but
Yeah.
I think the idea is to work through something, put it together.
We want to be good neighbors,
Yeah,
and we want you
Okay.
to be able to get in.
right, yeah, and I'm just kinda curious, cause I mean, yeah, I know.
We probably don't have
When
any
I sold,
answers
yeah,
that
when I
you're
sold a
seeking.
house in Overton, it had an access to another house. And I mean, I couldn't take away access to that house. Because even though it wasn't on my deed, they had used it for so long, you know? So that's, I'm just trying to figure out like, I mean, I don't know why the survey, I mean, does it say anything on there?
It just says Third Street, and
Yeah.
so they, you know, so I think, I'm not a surveyor or a legal person, but I think, you know, prescriptive, I think this is a new use, I don't know if prescriptive can be used for this property
Right.
potentially, but, I think it's in the vein of being a good neighbor and working through it together, I just think we need to gather a little bit more information.
Yeah, definitely not all of us are very well rehearsed in this, so
Yeah.
definitely need to get some more information.
I don't think you're the only one facing this, because my understanding is if you look at the map, there is an alley, the whole length of town, that has been appropriated into people's backyards, that is not their yard, it is a city street.
Yeah.
And
Well,
this is a large problem citywide or townwide.
Parkway used to continue too through Karen's property, so that used to continue all the way through and then it connected by the skate park, and when she made that decision, she just said, no, I don't want people driving on it, period. And I know a lot of people were upset about that too, and that wasn't maybe not the best option, so.
And the skate park's in the right of way, we all know this,
Yes,
right?
that's true, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's kind of a mess.
In Rose Hill, actually, what used to be one continuous street, Rose Hill.
Yeah.
And that was blocked off by homeowners up there at one time.
Yeah.
I think the same issue with Panther Pass and people getting stuck on the other side there.
Oh, yep, we decided to do an easement for that.
This is a problem facing our community over and over again. I think that we're not gonna make a decision today, because this is a long-term, forever problem that needs to be resolved, and we just wanna make sure that the wording is correct on there. We do not want to make it so that you cannot access it, or your tenants, or whoever buys it in the future.
Yeah.
Because why would they buy it? To be kind of
Right.
house on an island.
Right.
I don't think that that's what we want. We want to be good neighbors and make sure that it is in agreement, because whatever is agreed to for you is going to affect, Wayne Morris at the house there, and whoever ultimately ends up with the lot with the feed store and all of that, because there's a gate there. So there are 3 property owners, well, 4, because this will affect the person who has the old Sidetrack Cafe as well. So there are 4 people that will be affected by that, and we just want to make sure that the rules are applied universally, I think, for 4 of you,
Okay,
so that no one can say that we're choosing favorites on
Yeah.
there, and that it's fair for everybody on there.
Yeah, we already started the process and are in to look for solutions.
okay.
When are you planning, is this preventing a sale or?
I mean, it's not sold now, it's on the market, but it's just, we can't sell it, so, yeah, it would be good to know what a timeline is on your project.
I don't think we have one at the moment, but like, 'cause I think the scope and the size of this is probably not fully understood.
Yeah.
So I think that committing to anything would probably just be a bad idea right now. But it's something that we can definitely continue to look towards. And
Is there any way we can set something up with Bia so it doesn't hold her up and we get something, and then we figure out what we can tell everybody instead of saying, well, this person's been doing it, so you just figure out all legal and
Right.
stuff like that.
I know that doesn't help you.
Our next board meeting is August 11th, I think, right?
So is there anything I can do to help the board, like,
So you sent all of the stuff from IMEG to the district, right? So that.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was just.
And I
yeah,
forwarded that
Yeah.
whole email to you guys,
Yeah,
Yes.
that she had sent to me from, IMEG, where the questions came in there, and then the pictures there were really small, but then I sent each individual picture that she sent us also.
Okay, so from there, it would need, we're gonna have capital law
Yes.
consult on this. Cause they would take all of this, go through, and then help us draft language that was on there. I would like to have some formulation that ensures that you have access at the driveway portion.
okay.
I don't want to. Are there other places that need access to? Is there side, what is there?
It's
I
just
don't
the,
know.
like the driveway in front of the garage doors.
There's no fire hydrant on the street or anything that is on there? I just wanna make sure that everything is,
I don't know, I don't know.
you know,
where the
it'd probably be bright
fire
yellow,
hydrant-
so
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing one there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are we okay with asking Via to make sure that we have something drafted for 2?
Okay.
It's 2 garage bays specifically,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
do you want me to talk to all the neighbors or anything? Like, I don't know, what, if you guys need help with anything.
I'm curious, so we're talking about tract 2, right?
Yeah.
And then the extents of the width needed, like how much easement's needed. So,
I mean, I guess what is a garage bay?
Yeah, we would need to know specifically the space and all of that, so it's probably gonna be an additional survey that's gonna say where you needed access.
or you could, if there's a recent,
Why would
I bet
not
there's a
have
recent
to-
pin there, somebody can go out and measure. So I think sending this back, 20 feet from the pin for a distance of 50 feet something like a marked up map and where you want it, that'll go a long ways.
Okay,
'Cause
so,
I imagine that, well, it's probably gonna have to be formally surveyed, because it's gonna get filed with the county. Right?
Surveyors have to prepare it, they don't
Yeah,
think they have to go out and.
Okay, yep.
okay, so,
It needs somebody's stamp.
We probably don't need a survey till we know what path forward.
Yeah, it's, someone's stamp is gonna go on it when it goes to the county.
Right, probably these guys,
Yep.
they could prepare an easement document, but for us to understand how much is being asked for, 50-foot swath or something like that, I think that'd be helpful.
Cause I think this Third Street run from there into where Parkway, is that what, is it, is Parkway right there in front of football field?
Yes.
Is 250 feet, this length right here for where, there to, well, ultimately here is 250 feet.
okay, yeah, cause I mean, yeah, the garage doors aren't next to each other, they're separated by the.
Or, sorry, 380 feet, it's 380 feet from Railroad to Parkway.
Maybe we send all our information to Bia and then
Have a
you know,
truck.
give her like a timeline of how, like, this is gonna take this long, or, oh, this will be this long, like,
Well, I don't know, she's driving to Miles City right now from here. Can we, I know it's probably not what you wanna hear, but can we tentatively put you on the agenda for August 11th?
August 11th is Monday night?
It should be the.
Should be a Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday, I can do Tuesday night.
Yes, second Tuesday of August. It's our anniversary, so we can spend it here. with all of you.
no, you guys can do it.
Will that work for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then hopefully by then we have
Information from
an
you.
information from Via, and then ideally everything is planets of aligned. Tentatively, we could take a vote, and it would be an action item at that point, not a discussion item.
Okay,
I mean, and if it had to have some fine tuning, we could always call a special board meeting and
Right,
do it, knock it out there.
okay, and it's a 6 PM meeting or?
6:30.
Hopefully in this room again, cause it's so much cooler over here.
We discussed that, sure, but we didn't put it on the agenda to
Yeah,
change it.
change it. Next board meeting.
That agenda's gonna be long. Time change.
Cause it's budget. So with approving the budget, do you think it would be there, or do we need to like potentially have a second meeting all the way at the end of the month if you need more time? That's right. Yeah,
I'm still entering every
Okay.
last year.
there is a meeting there. We may have another, several, that one.
Yeah, we can.
Cool.
What you gotta do, take your time, get it done.
Alright, this, so, good.
Yeah, I have no idea. but
Any
I
other
will-
information you can think that we might need?
No, I mean, yeah, you guys have the engineer or
We got this one.
that, and I mean, yeah, Dan Foltz did the survey, so I guess, if I need to have a resurvey the garage doors, whatever, let me know and.
I would hope that that would be in the scope of what you paid him for the first go round, because this is a big oopsie.
They'll probably end up preparing like an easement document, that's pretty straightforward for those guys, they just need to get the terms sorted out.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
So I will get all of this sent to you tomorrow,
Okay,
including this other document. And
Okay.
just let her know that we are needing some guidance
Okay.
on what our next steps are and what the wording for easement should be and what we need to do with the other homeowners in that area as well.
okay.
I'll ask her those questions and let her know that we would like to be able to present Laura with something at the 11th meeting. Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, moving on to the next item is to accept out of district students. The list is attached on the back.
As I had said, I'd sent an email and a mail being home to all the families that were here last year.
Okay.
And so we just got a few more other things in, and they're in yellow, and then you can add, there's one other student. Where's my list, I can tell you what number it one more student, a sixth grader, that's what we'll put it, not on this list, but she's brought us the form.
Okay,
So,
and I will come in and sign that.
Yep.
Need a motion.
So we've approved some of these, and these we're just approving the yellow.
we're approving the ones that have sent the forms in, yes, so what we're approving are the ones in yellow plus another sixth grader, so we're approving 6 kids.
Okay.
This meeting, and then I'm still waiting, those that are still clear, I'm still waiting for their forms, so a phone call will go out this week to each of those families and say, I have to have this by our August 11th board meeting or the kids start school on the 17th. So, yeah.
The ones in white are the ones we're waiting on?
Yes,
Is that-
yep.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the kids in yellow, plus one.
I move to accept the incoming students from out of district for the 26-27 school year, the 6 that are highlighted.
All right, I have a first. We have a first and a second to approve the acceptance of the out-of-district students as highlighted in yellow plus one other, the sixth grader. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those aye. All those opposed? No one is opposed, motion carries. Okay, do we have any alibis from our crowd tonight? Okay.
We do have one more thing from the superintendent. At our July board meeting, we are supposed to let board members know that if you live more than 4 miles from the school district, you can send an email to Sarah and I requesting mileage for each one of your meetings. We cannot pay you for your services, but we can pay mileage if you're more than 4 miles from the school district. And then there would be a tracking sheet that we would do. So if you are interested in that mileage sheet, it is in policy that we have to offer that to you guys. So I'll send policy and that information, I'll send you an email with the policy.
Thank you.
And then you can respond to Sarah and I both, please, and I'll send an email to each of you. I know for sure Nicole does not live more than 4 miles, cause she was on the board last year.
I don't either.
You don't either, okay.
No, we're.
And you don't either, Hunter, okay. So we will send those 2 emails to Molly and to Pat.
And I think I have already emailed responding declining that for me.
That was for 25-26.
Okay, decline again verbally.
Okay.
Save yourself some time.
Yeah.
Question before we,
Yep.
sorry, at one of our board meetings, we said we were gonna do quarterly reports, which were handled by some.
We will have to individually, think of some things, and we will talk to Mandy and assemble that again. So if you guys have anything that you would like highlighted
Of highlights,
in a quarterly report,
We made a promise that we were gonna do
we
quarterly
are
reports.
going to do that, so we are getting,
You know what I mean?
I think,
For the next
yes,
meeting.
our
So-
communications director had set that up, and
So now we gotta,
now without, Ray, but I can get you guys the template, and what it is just highlights and just things that you guys are really working on, or what we're working on as a team, and to share it with the community, so I will get that template to you guys as well.
and then I just need to know, like, when are we gonna do that, cause I can help write it, or if there's someone else who wants to take over doing that. Just so we don't
Google
lose
document
it,
or something
okay?
that
keep for
we
volunteering.
can share.
So I don't, I was already volunteering to
Because
read
there's
it.
no action items on there, so what we can do is I will send it to you guys as a Google document that we can all work on collectively, so we can share that with the community, cause it's not action. And that's what Bea just taught us today. Okay,
I think that'd be good, and then if we can maybe even just like look ahead for a year and come up with like, this is the date that we're planning on having this by, and then that way we can,
Yeah,
plan
that's what
ahead
I
of
would like,
time.
'cause
I
don't
think that'd be
really-
helpful.
that's a
next
great
week,
idea,
so
and
I'm not-
probably what we want to do is take our strategic plan that we're going to do in August,
Yeah.
and then like she talked about the priorities there from the strategic plan, and so we want to highlight those things in that quarterly report.
Milestones we're
So
doing.
I think that sounds fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Second call for any alibis. Anything else? All right. All right,
Here's some-
do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All right, having a first and second to adjourn this meeting. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. No one's opposed. Next regular meeting is August 11th, 2026. Hopefully in this room, because it's a lot cooler, maybe. Maybe.
It smells better
I
than
just
the
wish
smell
probably started
started
getting
getting
ready.
ready.
Well, that's